Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today I am being interviewed by one of my students, Tina. So, Tina has some amazing questions, and if you have any questions, make sure you post them below. I will make sure to revisit them and answer all of them the best I can. Okay, Miss Tina.
Okay, so what is a warrior goddess?
A warrior goddess. I mean, I think a lot of people would kind of go, kind of like what we were talking about earlier. It's kind of like Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. But I would say what kind of that what you when you looked at the movie,
Mm,
really that Wonder Woman kind of image is of a woman being a warrior like a man, and women warrior differently.
mm,
We warrior for each other.
mm,
We warrior for our differences. We warrior for our family in so many different areas. When we have to kind of stand up and be really, really strong and kind of like, no, doctor, you're going to really listen to me. My son isn't right.
mm,
There's something wrong. Or, no, teacher, this is not what's right. Or, no, child, you've done this wrong and you should apologize. Like we're warrioring for so many, not necessarily for one person, for so many.
mm. It's very interesting. So in that image, there's like always training going on. Like when you look at that image and you see that. So what is a warrior goddess training for?
To be an advocate for everybody. It's one of those, we are a divine creature
Mm-hmm.
that literally takes something that most people would throw away and we bring it into this world and we create another human being. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those, we're the only human being that can create another human being. Now, there's other animals that create another one of them,
Yeah.
but we're the only human being that creates one. And so we literally take from the divine masculine, add our divine feminine energy into it, and create something brand new, something that's never been created before.
Mm-hmm.
The DNA, the RNA, all that kind of stuff is literally brand new, and we're creating it from within us.
Wow. So how does a warrior goddess handle conflict?
I would say it really depends on what the conflict is. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different layers. So maybe let's go back to the scenario of you're dealing with a teacher and you're trying to find out what the truth is. A goddess warrior should always, like, what is the truth? What actually happened? I wasn't here. So, teacher, tell me what you saw. Child, tell me what you saw. And then finding this happy medium between the two and coming to a full resolution. And even to the stating of it, like, now we've chosen to deal with this way.
Mm. And kind of bring closure to it that way.
Kind of bringing a closure, bringing everybody to the same page. Now, child is going to agree and teacher is going to agree to bring this together. Or it could be two separate sides, like almost like an attorney, the defendant and the prosecutor or whatever it is, kind of like a plaintiff, like we're coming together. Now we've chosen to solve this in a very healthy way, and our new resolution is this, and stating that out and then allowing that to come through. And it's not always like, yes, if necessary, it will go to war. If necessary, it will go to blows, if absolutely necessary. But I guarantee you, a true goddess warrior looks for every avenue for serenity and peace and balance, harmony, justice. Not just like, let me go in with guns blazing and fight everybody. No, that's not the way it's done. It's more of an energetic fighting than it is of physical fighting. But physically fighting could come.
So how does this relate to Pluto and the balance of the world and how things are going in that direction?
So Pluto is the energy from the planet Pluto, or whatever you want to call him,
Mm-hmm.
asteroid. Um, that energy is all about things that we want to keep hidden, things that don't want to speak about, kind of like the skeletons in our closet that we really don't want to talk about. And it's bringing this forward. Okay. And what's really hitting the United States right now is kind of our Pluto return for the United States. Every 274 years, Pluto's back in the same sign, because Pluto's way, 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 way out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we were in the center of the city, he would be the furthest, um, place out there. He's so far out. So it's one of those, like, he affects all of us. And it's all about the things that we've pushed down, the injustices that have to come forward and be voiced and be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yet at the same time, it's not like we need to fight about it.
Mm-hmm.
We need to allow it to come forward,
mm-hmm.
so we can find a new way to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so obviously what we've done in the past, not working so good. So let's find a new avenue for a healthy connection, a new avenue for this energy. Does that make sense? Like, now we're going to bring these together, not fighting, but it's bringing these two energies together. You think this way, I think this way. Let's talk it out. And then it's, like I said, like a buffet. Like, I'm going to take part of my decision and part of your decision and part of my decision and part of your decision, and we're going to put it together, and we're going to create something brand new. That's what divine goddess energy does, is creates the brand new.
So, where does someone who is a clairvoyant fit into this new kind of rebirth?
So a clairvoyant is all about clear seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all about seeing the divine truth, feeling that clairsensitive, feeling the divine truth. All about kind of clairaudient, hearing the divine truth and bringing that, giving it a voice. Bringing that forward so we can kind of hear it in a different way or see it in a different manner.
So will more clairvoyant people be involved in this kind of new age of balancing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But it's not just clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsensitive, all of them, and it's depending on what your gift is.
Okay.
If your gift is to see energy, because that's what clairvoyant is, then that's the gift that you're going to add to everybody else. But if your gift is not to see and your gift is to feel, you're clairsensitive, then you're going to be gifting that. Does that make sense? It's like whatever your inner gift is. And even if people have, and most people do, they have more than one gift. They may have some stronger ones and some not so strong ones. It all comes together to make it something brand new. So everybody's going to contribute.
So with someone who's clairvoyant and feeling, would their maybe their part be to pray or to work with others in some way?
It could be, and it's one of those. So a clairsensitive is all about that clear feeling energy. And so that clear feeling energy is what you would be giving. So you would be blessing others with your balanced energy and feeling it, and kind of like almost like sharing your vibrations with other people. So everybody calms and everybody relaxes, because if you're too excited, it's not going to work. You have to be in this balance of this perfect energy of, I'm excited, I'm ready to make some changes, and I'm ready to hear the other side without being crazy over the top. Does that make sense? Like, if you're already crazy over the top, we need to calm you down. Or maybe you're too beneath there. You're so like, whatever you want, I don't care. Okay, now we need to bring that forward so everybody's on the same kind of like wavelength of we're all ready to make a change.
How do we balance our dreams and fulfilling our personal needs and dreams with contributing to this change that's going on?
Okay, so because I know you, Tina, I know you have some. So I'm gonna do it in so you can understand. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So your dream is to own a business.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you start making money in your business, are you gonna hire other people?
Yes.
And what does that do? If you were to hire, if you were to hire 10 people, you're giving a job and a purpose to 10 people. And now they have the openness and the access to bring that home to their family and feed their family, or help pay for college or go to school, buy a car. Like, does that make sense? So you're just, when you're fulfilling your dream, you're also fulfilling theirs in a different way. Maybe it's stay-at-home mom's part-time job so she can pay for her little cha-ching or her little purse that she wants, or she can pay for her child to go to gymnastics that daddy's money just can't stretch far enough to do. Maybe it's giving a woman who's getting out of a bad relationship an opportunity to make a new start. Maybe it's a new dad. Now he can buy diapers and formula and support. Does it make sense? So it's like one thing that you're going, oh, it's just my little dream, blesses so many other people. And so, and we're just talking about like blessing 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have people that come in a service that may come in and clean in the evenings to kind of sterilize things. So now that company is being blessed. And then you have, you're paying your bills and you're paying your taxes, which helps everybody, who helps the pothole in front of your business get covered over. Does it make sense? And it turns on the lights at the street at night. So your business, where you're going, like, I'm thinking that, you're thinking this, going, this is what you're actually doing. You're blessing so many other people. I mean, unless you go, I'm going to make all the money and I'm not going to share all the money. I'm going to hang onto it as tight as I can, and I'm going to do every job. I'm going to be the manager. I'm going to be the no. You're blessing so many other people. And then we're not even talking yet about the clients that would come in and purchase whatever you sell. And you're blessing and nourishing their bodies depending on what you serve. So does that make sense? Now you're blessing them, and they're blessing you back by paying for the items. So it's kind of like blessing and serving and serving and does that make sense? So it's not like, and it's not that service is a service like, oh, I'm serving you. You know what I'm saying? I need to give you this. It's like, I'm serving you. I'm serving you so you can nourish your body, so you can go to work and make a healthy living and serve your family. Like, I'm helping you or assisting your body in nourishment.
So it doesn't have to be a go and feed the homeless. It's just being active in your community.
Right. Now, it could be that you put a dish off to the side and someone says, I want to pay it forward, and someone who comes in who's homeless or can't pay the bill, I'm going to put some money, and you're like, perfect. So when someone comes in and they are short 25 cents or something like that, they can pull out 25 cents out of that container and go, here's the 25 cents. And then someday that person could put money in another jar that blesses others.
Yeah, forward. That's good. So it's very, it's not a status you have to really kind of arise to, like, I have to be, you know, you kind of maybe transform into this. The more your knowledge.
The more you're knowledgeable about, and you realize that we are the earth, meaning all of the people on earth, we all have to come together. I don't really like the terminology like we are a village, because we're like a world of villages. Does it make sense? And we're all literally one. If you do something to hurt the earth, then you also hurt me. If you go out and put a chemical in my yard, you're thinking, aha, I'm hurting Ruth. I'm putting this in her yard and it's going to kill the grass. Well, it also hurts the soil, which hurts Mother Earth, which could affect my neighbors and the neighbors next. Does that make sense? But if we put healing there, we can also heal the same way. And every time we do something and we're doing it in a positive energy, that energy never ends. It just circles around our world over and over and over and over and over again.
Wow.
When we bless one, we bless many.
Yes. So what advice or affirmation would you give to someone who, say, a young lady who wants to wake up tomorrow and kind of walk in that warrior goddess image or that mindset and be that warrior goddess?
I would say you already are. You already are. You just have to stay in that energy. Anytime you get lower your energy, you're popping out of that energy. Does that make sense? Like every time you're like, I'm going to get down and I'm going to fight with this person, or I'm going to do something wrong, or I'm going to hurt this person, and you think about just you, you're stepping out of your goddess warrior. When you stay in that energy of, I'm going to reach down and I'm going to help you. And I'm going to pull your energy up to help you because I'm in a business and I'm helping you. And then you know what you're going to do? You're going to turn around and bend down and reach someone else's hand. That's what goddess warrior energy is all about, is helping everybody else. We create everything. We create things that no one else in this world could ever create.
So an affirmation that a goddess warrior would say to herself would be,
I am a goddess warrior. I am a goddess warrior. And you could say it with your name. You could say, I, Ruth Theresa, I am a goddess warrior. I, Tina, am a goddess warrior. And every time you feel out of balance, go back to that. I am a goddess warrior. And remembering that energy of like the unity and the balance and the creation of it. Just like,
that's good.
it's really good.
Yeah.
We finished?
We're done.
Awesome. See you later, guys.